Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, all the viewers. We are live from Asian Cricket Stadium, Qatar. Third and final T20 between Qatar and Uganda team. News from the center: Qatar won the toss and elected to field first. Previous two T20 matches won by Team Qatar. If they win today, they will be whitewash for Uganda, but Team Uganda, they came back strongly. Last evening they played President 11. They won by 100 plus runs. So today we are with the third and final game from here. Team Uganda tour to Qatar for 3 2020s with two President 11 50 over games as well. In that they won one and they lost the first one. In this they already lost two T20 games. This is the third and final. I welcome all the viewers who they are watching us, and here myself from commentary box, Abdul Jabbar. Now here you go, the signal of the umpire, both officiating umpire Rayaz and Naseem, Muhammad Naseem and Rayaz, both are the officiating umpires. Third umpire Prasanna Haran. First ball play is the call, and it is gone, hit the, seems like to pad or maybe bat. Let's see the signal of the umpire. No signal mean it's edged for 4. First boundary on very first ball of the match. Team Qatar won the toss and elected to field. Pleasant weather in Qatar, around 23 Celsius. Slightly air blowing, not so much cool today. This is the ideal weather for Team Uganda. Previous two matches were more cool weather, but let's see how they will operate today. Once again, bowler crossed, dot ball. Guyana started the proceedings from Grand Mall end. Previous games, both T20s, Qatar won marginally. Say it, the second especially game was big margin. First was much closer. It's again hold it, and this time inside edge, third man region, fielder came in. Awais Malik, fielder, single taken, score reached to 5. First over in progress. Once again, bowler ready, batsman taking guard. Bowler started the run up. Cross umpire Rayaz, hold, and this time a delivery which comes in, just stopped. Dot ball. Score remains 5 without loss. Team Qatar today: Iqbal Chowdhury, captain; Muhammad Rizlan, wicketkeeper; Muhammad Tanveer, Kamran Khan, Musawwar Shah, Zahiruddin Ibrahim, Muhammad Awais Malik. Once again, this time from leg side, called wide by the umpire. One more run added to the total, reached to 6. Khurram Shahzad, Muhammad Nadeem, Aimal Gayan Budika. First over in progress, T20, third T20 between Uganda and Qatar. Once again bowled. This time he played slightly with the soft end to the offside. Want to take single. No call from the non-striker batsman. Dot ball 6 without loss. First over in progress. Umpire indicate to the bowler regarding maybe his foot came in the danger area. Once again bowler started run up and bowling. This time big appeal, not out, said by the umpire, no signal from him. So end of the over number 1, 6 for no loss. Qatar, they won the toss today and elected to field. Team for Uganda, Fred, Aslam wicketkeeper, and Robin Mark. Robin Sabba, Alnad Atwani, captain, Roger Mukasa, 13th man, and Frank, Charles, Clement, Henry, Frank, Viristed, Mohameza, and Tevor, Zafania. Awais Malik starting second over of the innings. Commentary box end. Awais Malik, a good bowler of Team Qatar. This ball called wide by umpire Naseem. Immediately called wide, out of side of off stump, very far from the reach of the bat. Asian Cricket Stadium, Qatar live with you right now. Third and final match of series T20 International between Qatar and Uganda. Malik ready again. Start running. He bowled. This time played on offside between the gap. Call for the 2 and they're going for the second run. Completed second run, but it's actually gone for 4. In the meanwhile, ball crossed the boundary for 4 runs. A good shot played by the batsman. Score reached to 11. Zafania, who played this shot, reached to 9. Arnold still have to open his account. Malik once again crossed the umpire. This time rising delivery, strictly outside the off stump, near the wide line. Dot ball, ball reached to the hands of Rizlan. 11 without loss. Second over in progress. Match referee for today's game, Shavani Mishra. Technical in charge, Mr. Hassan. All they are here, and this time straight delivery played with the straight bat. Dot delivery. 11 without loss. Second over in progress. Qatar team won the toss and elected to field today. And second over right now in progress. There's no big change in Qatar team. Almost the same playing 11. Musawwar came in. Spinner bowler. Once again was the umpire. This time again the same delivery which missed the bat again. Dot ball 11 without loss. Stephanie on 9 and Darlot still have to open his account. Mr. Wes Malik again ready for next delivery. Bold, and this time ball again played straight bat. Dot delivery. Two more deliveries to come in this over. 11 without loss. 7 point around 7 run per over average. On this wicket actually score required to win is 180 plus or 175 at least if Team Uganda want to say whitewash in this series. They have to go hard in especially first 6 over where their record is not so good on this series. They are starting slow in power play overs. Previous to both the games were same. End of the over. Score remains 11. 11 without loss. Okay, this is the second or third progress now. Uh, 11, 12 for without loss. 12 without loss. Third over in progress. Team Qatar won the toss today, elected to field first. Team Uganda started well in very first over. Again, they are going slow in sixth over. They have to make it little bit quick as in previous two games. They in power play they were slow once again. This time also try to cut on point region. Fielder came in existent and it is dot ball again. Two more delivery goes for over number 3. Today we'll have our co-commentator in from Uganda, Mr. Innocent. Actually, he will go in his own language as well, and will have enjoyment in his language also for commentary. After this over, I'll hand over mic to him. Third over, 2 more delivery to come. Gayan once again. This time hit the pads. Dot delivery. 12 without loss. Score remains the same. Pleasant weather today in Qatar. Not like previous two games in T20. Weather was harsh and cool, which affect the games as well. But this today day is different, and all things are changed. So let's see how Team Uganda will operate today. Once again, this time played in a gap, but not fully timed shot. Single will be there. End of the very good over from Gayan. Just 2 runs scored in that. Third over completed, and 13 for without loss. Mic over to Mr. Innocent.
Nice to be here in the commentary booth of the Asian Town International Cricket Stadium. Hosted a couple of ICC tournaments. Jersey was here last year. Kuwait was here. And now Uganda is here for the second visit of this beautiful Gulf nation. It's a good time to be here for the third T20 International. Qatar against Uganda. Qatar bossing the first 2 games, winning by 40 runs and 28 runs. They got 201 in the first game. Uganda could only get 161. Now here they are. Second game, Uganda getting 126, while they were chasing 154 for victory. So third game, Uganda winning the toss. No, sorry, I beg your pardon. Iqbal Chowdhury won the toss, asked Uganda to have a bat. Playing side for Uganda, Fred Achelam, the wicketkeeper, has been given a chance to open the batting. He's been batting number 6, 7 in the previous games, but he's here to bat, and he's opening the batting with Zephania. Score is 14 for no loss, 4th over running. In with him is Zephania Renaitre opening the batting, but there's Brian Mark Masawa, Uganda's captain for the 50 over format, is also here. Roger Mukasa has been rested, is doing the waterman duties today. Frank Akankwasa, the exciting all-rounder, is in the mix. That is Zephania going over the top there. Does it travel the way? Cut shot on the uppercut for 6. There is Charles Waiswa, is playing after resting yesterday in the 50 over game. Kenneth Waiswa, his namesake, is in, played all the games on the tour, apart from the opening one, the 50 over game against the Qatar Presents 11. Henry Senyondo, left arm orthodox, is in the mix. Frank Nsuga, veteran of the side, is in. Richard Agamire is the 12th man. Deusded Muhumuza, man of the match in yesterday's 50 over game, gets another chance to play. Trevor Wukenya, military medium pacer there, is in the mix. And well, that's the playing side for Uganda today. They've been struggling in the power plays, like my co-commentator said. In the second T20, Uganda only got 15 runs in the power play. That was a no-show from the batsmen. 15 runs and losing a wicket. The weather is good today. Uganda have been playing under terrifying and chilly conditions in the previous games. Yesterday's weather was good. With it came victory. Today's weather is equally good. Hopefully it will bring more fortune for the Ugandans, who are looking to at least win the last 2 games and make the series count 3-2. That's the tail of the tape. Quick summary from me, Innocent Daula. Abana Kampala mbalamusiza nnyo, muli mutya? Muli bulungi? Kirungi nnyo. Manyi ttiimu yaffe bw'ejjako omusiza eno n'ezannyako ne bana abasajja. Era bawonga esobola okukolawo ekyenjawulo obudde bwonna. Neeyigawo byeyizeeko, n'ezannyako mu Mbeera West, n'ezannyako ku Mataala. N'ezannyako mu budde ku lunaku lwasooka bazannya nga weather eri 15 olwaddako ne bazanya ngeri minus erimu 11 and minus and below 11 degrees Celsius, unforgiving conditions there. Kyo ne bazanya ngerimu 18 leero jo yabadde nnungiko kasana kavudde no kulamba ne leero it's winter time here. They tell me winter is starting, hence the changes in the weather and the early skyfall. 20 for no loss after 4 overs. I can tell you this is the best ever start for Uganda in this T20 series, 3-match series. Hopefully I ain't jinxing them. Fred Achelam getting a chance to open in the absence of Roger Mukasa, and he's looking good. I want the final link of YouTube. There, 4 runs off the bat. Zephania Arinaitwe striking it well. Score is 24 now. With another 11 balls left in the power play, he will be looking to do some damage finally. He's not done any damage all tour. And he's facing the spinner. Musava, left arm there. A big shout out to the Qatar Cricket Association for inviting Uganda and looking after us very nicely. Big shot from Zephania. Hit it straight to the man. Man was there. He controlled it well, so it was caught off the bounce. 1 bounce to the man. Good stuff happening. It gives after scoring 5 runs of that over, it gives Freddie Achelam a chance to see what he can do when the left arm spinner moves over asking the questions. Because it nicely, there's a quick single running. Is he home? Well. What a way to lose a wicket. Run out. Going for a side single. There was a direct hit.
Yes, it was a
Direct hit from the man at square leg. You can call him short front leg, you can call him square leg. You're going to lose the first. Zephania was looking good, and they tell you when you're playing cricket, the worst way to come out is to sneak a single when you've been metering it in the middle of the bat. You pay the price. Quick drinks from the 12th man of Qatar. Quick drinks there. 25 for 1, 4.4. Newman in is shot. Number 16, he won't be on strike. Achelam will be on strike. Sorry, I beg your pardon. 16 is on strike because the run out was there's a hesitation from the batsman, but they finally decide to run. 1 run to the total. Would be nice to know what the Ugandans were thinking, or what was the team plan about this morning, or this night, or this evening, from whichever country you're watching and following this beautiful game. how many they need in the power play because they've been performing terribly there. They were looking very good, looking like $1,000,000 until that run out. Earlier today, the Ugandan side having a chance to go and tour the beauty, the tourism industry of Qatar. Having a look at the World Cup stadiums. 2022 will be alive here in Qatar. And the cricket cranes also had a chance to go to the Aspire Academy, where at least 6 of the English Premier League sides, Manchester City, West Ham, Tottenham, come over for pre-season, and when the weather gets fun in England, they come down here to a rich nation, the Gulf, to do some training, to keep the bodies warm, to keep the muscles moving, because they play sport that is paid million top dollar for it, so they keep in the mix. There's a new bowler in the attack. Nadim is going to bowl some spinners. First ball up, a dot ball. Freddie Achelam joined by Arnold Utwani with the scores on 26 for 1. Zephania went attempting a quick suicidal single. What a beauty of a ball from Nadim. Just darted away from the bat as the batsman looked proud forward. That's a big swish. The ball was already moving down the leg. Arnold Otwani didn't waste time in going for it. Big sweep outside the leg stump, and the results are beautiful. 4 more runs to Uganda's total. They move to 30. I must tell you, this is the best ever start they've had in the T20s. Looks like they've been learning by the day, which is the beauty of the game. You play your opponents, you keep learning the trade, you keep learning the tricks. You look to be better. That's another sweep shot, but sweeps it to mid wicket. What a beauty. Those are 2 beautiful balls in the over thus far. If he finds his line, Mohammad Nadim is a dangerous customer to tuck away. There was also a Qatar T20 tournament here in Doha, just at the back end of last year. Scores moving to 31 for 1 after the power play. The Ugandans will be very happy with this start despite losing Zephania's wicket, as is run off to no man's land with the ball right under the nose of the fielder. Power play is done. Uganda's 31 for 1. I know a couple of Marians are watching, following us. I see you live on your Facebook, on your WhatsApps, on your change to your YouTube. There's Al Raza Photography doing the magic. You can get the link easily. Just type in Qatar cricket or Uganda cricket. You find there the third 2020 international ICC sanctioned matches going on here live and being streamed for you. Oh, beauty. Beautiful shot from Arnold.
Thank you very much, Mr. Innocent. That is what moving right now. 35 for 1 with the 7th over started. Beautiful boundary. Straight shot over the head of the ball, over the umpire and the bowler. Gone for boundary. 4 runs, 35 for 1. Once again, Musawwar. This time, close delivery. Want to cut it. And just cannot get the line and cannot make it timing as it required. Dot ball. 7th over in progress. Once again, Musawwar, and this time played on onside, but fielders are placed on now after the power play. So straight to the fielder. One more single taken. 6.3 overs bowled. 36 for 1. Unfortunate wicket in shape of run out. Call was from the non-striker, but he could not reach before direct hit. This time a huge appeal, but it's missing the leg signal by the umpire. 36 for 1, 7th over in progress. Today, earlier Qatar won the toss and elected to field first in this third T20 international match. So again, this time bowled him. Good delivery came in and the batsman could not read it well. Second wicket fallen. In 7th over, Musawwar successful over going on, and that's the end of the batsman going slowly back, and new batsman getting in. 36 for 2. Asian Town Cricket Stadium, Qatar. Team Uganda on tour. 3 T20 international games were in the tour as well. 2 50-over games against President 11, which they won yesterday. They played very well yesterday, and it was good weather which affect, and they won by 100 plus runs. And previous game, first game, when they came, just night time they reached, and early next morning was the match. So restless team playing, but still they played very good in that. They scored 265, which marginally won by Qatar. 2 wickets win was that 50-over game last previous Friday. Once again, Musawwar ready. Last ball of his over. 36 for 2. Mark, the new batsman facing him, played straight back to the Musawwar. End of the over number 7. 36 for 2. Very successful tour of Team Uganda in Qatar. Thanks to them, all they came here and they gave us honor, and especially the management of team. All they are very cooperative and they are very nice, and they love their cricket lover. And as they are growing sharply, I hope they will be good team in future, near future, as we are also in this part of world, in this region. Qatar developed cricket in this last 6 years too much, and they are now going to qualify for qualifying round, also playing in Oman next week. Once again, straight ball played with straight hand, dot ball. 8th over started 36 for 2. I was talking one of the Ugandan personality. They told the weather actually there is not such, and we were not expecting such weather in Qatar when they arrived here. That 3 days it was coolest days of this winter. And I was just reading somewhere that the coolest day was day before yesterday when it reached to 9 Celsius. This time handsomely cut to the offside, 4 runs, beautiful shot. 4 more runs in the total of Team Uganda score reached to 40 for 2. 8th over in progress. Here these 4 or 5 overs Team Uganda should go for little gear up the scoring machine so they can get good score on board. This time a beautiful hit and gone for 6. That's what I think they are connected with me and listening my voice very clearly, and he hit beautifully to Nadeem for a 6 on this time mid wicket, or say it around mid wicket. No chance for fielder to even see that ball. Ball gone for 6, 46 for 2. Once again Nadeem, and this time miss fielder, results 1 single more taken. With the single score reached to 47. Last ball of the 8th over. A good over for Team Uganda. Already 12 runs. Runs perhaps scored, and this time ball turned little bit, dot ball, 47 for 2, completion of 8th over. All ground staff and scorers, the digital scorers, they support a lot to make this series successful, and thanks to Allah Almighty that we've done our best. And our manual scoreboard, Mr. Fahad and Mr. Amjad is there. Mr. Ravi's team for this digital scoreboard. So this time cut handsomely, going a little bit fumble by the fielder. Nadeem, and that's a single run, 48 for 2. 9th over in progress, 48 for 2. It's very pleasant to have Mr. Innocent with me as a co-commentator. He's from Uganda, and I request him already, and again I will request him to just go with his local language as well, who they are enjoying there, no issue. If he will talk in his language as well, English, no issue. So at least the people who they are watching there, they will enjoy. And that's what my request again to him. After this over, I'll request him to continue. 49 for 2, quick single taken. Once again cross umpire board, cut short, straight, deep. Point came in action, single taken, 50 on board for Team Uganda in 19th over. 9th over, 50 on board. This time played on onside, dot ball, ball gone straight to the fielder. Must over once again. started his run up, crossed the umpire, and this time also a dot ball. 3 good dot balls in this over. He came back sharply after taking wicket. Musawwar controlling his bowling not to leak the runs, but Team Uganda, they are hungry for runs, and this time they played straight to the fielder again. End of the over number 9. I request Mr. Instant to continue for next 3 overs. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abdul Jabbar. That has been the tail of the tape thus far. 50 for no loss, 50 for 2 after 9 overs. Moving at 5.56 per over. That should be good from what Uganda has been doing over the previous games. Anodo Twani is looking good, 24 of 15. He's the captain of the T20s in Uganda. He's there with the 50 over captain Brian Masaba. Surely they must be able to do something for their team. They must die for their country to go with a victory in the T20 Nations. It will help them in their ranking. Uganda ranked 35th in the world in 2020 internationals. Qatar, well, head and shoulders above Uganda, ranked 22nd. Muhammad Nadim, straight on, and batsman obliges, does duty with the straight blade down to long on. The ball was down the leg side. The fielders don't even attempt to appeal. The series have been nice. Qatar presents 11, fielding many of the Qatar internationals, and a few guys who are trying to qualify for the national side. When they don't play in a full game, they call it the presence 11. What a way. Mr. Al Yusuf Kowari, the president of cricket, will be happy with how they go about it. Cricket, the development. Uganda chairman Bashir Ansasra arrived in the country 2 days ago and has had a series of meetings with the people that matter in Qatar. And I tell you, if you're listening, there's good news coming out there. Uganda will be visiting Qatar with the women's side, with the men's sides, with the under 23 sides, for a couple of more series, even for the younger underage tournaments. 53 for 2 at the halfway mark. That's the score. 53 for 3 for 2 after the 10 over mark. You can watch the Qatar-Uganda game officially live at alraza.com. alraza.com/QCA live. QCA standing for Qatar Cricket Association. Alraza Photography, they do all this work. You can hire them if you have a few reals on you. Here we are with the over number 11. Crucial point for Uganda. The 2 Ugandan captains in. Looking to make the scoreboard tick. Brian Masaba coming into this side. He must have been talking to the coach to give him a shy or a shimmy. The T20s. Everybody think that he had given up on the T20 cricket. Musawa bowling well. He's bowling his last over. He's done the business. 1 for 14. Maybe the bowler, Ugandan batsman should watch him closely. Don't give him a wicket. Give him a little respect because he's a dangerous customer. And he's arguably the best bowler, Masawa. They run very hard. 4 runs. That beats the boundary. 4 runs to the total. Beautiful cricket going on here from the Ugandan batsmen. They need to hold on to the number of wickets, take care of the wicket column, so maybe to give them a chance to explode at the back end of the innings. That has been their undoing in the previous games. There have been a few bright spots in the side. Franka Kankwasa, remember that name. He's been looking every little piece of gem that everyone wants him to be if he can send this side. If you know him very well, he's been the captain of the under-19 side. Chance to run. Brian will run. Get another run to his total. And that is the end of a beautiful spell from Musawa. Musawa getting 1 for 20 in his 4 overs. Arnold Otwani, 22 balls faced, and he's got 27. Brian Musawa must match up with Otwani. He is on 7 runs off 11 balls. But with him staying there a little longer for another couple of overs, we know he has the ability to see the ball very big like a football. Musawa Shah, 1 for 24. He's done his job. Perfect job. Ball in the power play, ball in the crucial situation of over number 6 to 11, and it's done well. Here we are, Nadim continuing from the commentators box area. Chance for a run out. They got quick feet, these young men from Uganda. They're running hard. They've been playing every day since they landed in Qatar, and they've showed no signs of fatigue. There's a good team culture going on in the Ugandan dugout. I see everyone stayed together. I see them surrounding their coach, Davis Turinawe, is the interim coach after Uganda lost Steve Tikolo to Tanzania. There will be a new coach coming to town, and a couple of people are putting the big applications too for the Ugandan job. Very good bowling. That is business bowling from Muhammad Nadim. Scores on 60. Another 8.5 overs to go. Otwani is swinging hard in search for a boundary. He's not connecting. The dugout sends a message. Bubidi Walker. They're asking him to play out the bowler. They don't want him to lose a wicket to Muhammad Nadim and Musawa, who finished his spell, who've been the... What a bowling. He's pitched that one, I tell you, on the 4th stump line. But it did turn away devilishly to the 4th stump. Good play from the keeper. Here he comes. Another swing and a miss. And that's the end of the over. 12 overs gone. 2 wickets down. 60 runs on board. Crucial time for Uganda. They've looked after the wicket column. I can tell you, Arnoldo Tuani and Brian Masawa in. Roger Mukasa, former captain, getting a rest today. He will be moving with the team on to India. And he's been given a rest so that he can get his energies sorted for the tour that comes up in Mumbai at Safel and in South Gujarat, Chikli.
Thank you, Mr. Innocent. Very nice commentary from you, being giving me the rest for viewers. And 60 for 2. 12 overs completed from Grand Mall, Hyper Mall, and bowling change. Captain of Team Qatar, Iqbal Chaudhry, put himself on bowling, and let's see what he will do in his 4 overs. First over, he's gonna bowl now. 60 for 2, 12 over completed. Team Uganda have to gear up a little bit. This time, a good ball, straight delivery, close to the bat, played by the batsman, and dot ball resulted. 12.160 is the total. Today toss won by Team Qatar, elected to field first. Team Uganda on 60. Iqbal Chaudhry once again. And this time a good shot, played nicely, handsomely on mid-wicket for a big 6. A beautiful hit by the bat of Brian Masawa. I'm once again saying that name sometimes not easily pronounceable, and if something there, forgive us that sometimes it's not easy to pronounce the names. Brian Masawa is he was in action for last delivery for 6, now single taken. Beautiful batting after a big boundary, single taken. 7 run came in, 2 deliveries, score reached to 67. 13th over in progress. Iqbal Chaudhry once again started his run up. Bowling, and this time big appeal given out. Given out by umpire LBW. Leg before wickets. Ball came in sharply. Batsman was unable to understand. Hit the pad. Given out. Third loss for Team Uganda. 13th over going, and they lost the 3rd wicket. Al Raza photography, and you can have live action on the link alraza.com/QCA live. You can find the link there, or you can even write Uganda, Qatar versus Uganda T20 series. You will find it. I once again like to say thank you all the viewers who they're watching. There are more than 3K now live watching on YouTube. Thank you very much. Brian on 15, and lost wicket all not gone, and new batsman is Kenneth Weissman. Kenneth on strike, as the previous wicket lost Team Uganda in shape of leg before. He will face 5th delivery of Iqbal Chaudhry. Iqbal Chaudhry ready. Very successful over first over. Start running. First delivery to Kenneth. And this time dangerously played, in the ball had gone to hand of the keeper Rizlan. Dot ball once again. 67 for 3. 13th over gonna end after this delivery once again, and this time a big appeal given out. Once again another full delivery which unable Batsman cannot to understand that it is a full delivery. He gone for a drive. Ball hit the pads. Big appeal given out by the umpire. And this is the fourth wicket. Now Team Uganda's big blade should come out after these 4 wickets. Kenneth gone for 0. He played, I think, 3 deliveries only, or 2 deliveries. He faced and his match, his was 6 match and 79 runs he scored in previous T20s. Let's see who is the next batsman is coming now, because Team Uganda need at least more 80 runs on board to make this match good for them, because they already lost 2 T20 international. So this is important for them, third and last match of the series. End of the over, 14th over gonna start now. This time straight delivery, what try to played unplayed way to the onside, missed, hit the pads, dot ball. Mohammad Tanvir, the new bowler, started proceeding from commentary box, and once again this time played on square leg condition, crossed near square leg umpire until the fielder comes and pick the ball. Single taken, 68 for 4. The new batsman, I would like to ask Mr. Innocent, what's his name? New batsman came?
Kenneth Waiswa.
No, Kenneth gone already.
Deus.
Davis?
Yes.
Davis is there, a new bat. He opened his account with the single, 69 for 4. 14th over in progress. 30-20 international between Qatar and Uganda. We are live from Asian Cricket Stadium with the help of Al Raza Photography. This time, and it take the edge and gone for boundary for 4 runs. Very, very much required boundary for Team Uganda. Few more wish to have in this over, and more will come as they have good hitters still in the batting lineup. 2 more deliveries left for Mohammad Tanvir. 73 for 4. Raza Photography brought live this all proceedings once again, and this time hit hardly out of reach of the fielder for 4. A beautiful hit again by the bat of batsman, and gone very quickly. Mark reached to 24. Once again, this time played long on, will come in action, single taken, end of the over number 14, 78 perhaps for 4, end of the over number 14. Good over for Team Uganda. They scored in last over 2 nice boundaries with the 3 singles, if I'm not wrong. Score reached to 78. 11 runs came. Iqbal Chaudhary starting his second over, successful over. Last over he took 2 wickets in shape of leg before. Once again, Iqbal Chaudhary came in action, second over of his quota, 78 for 4.
15 over gonna start. From 10 hypermarket end this time, played on onside, long on will come in action to field the ball, Gayan, until that both the batsmen cross for single, score reached to 79 for 4. So I was talking about the weather condition is good today and it's very pleasant weather for the game of cricket once again, and this time also soft hand played and run for single. They completed 80 for 4. Previous both games weather was harsh, cool, not so supportive, especially in part of world. In this Gulf region it's a few days only it happened, and it happens same days. In the air, straight shot, fielder running, and they stop it because after the ball becomes slow. It was not fully hit by the center of the blade, otherwise it will cross. They completed 2 runs, 82 for 4. This coming 5.5 over, very crucial for Team Uganda to score, and they are trying now, hit very nicely, but fielder is there. Single only will come. 83 for 4. 15th over in progress. Once again Iqbal Chaudhary, he bowled, and this time dot ball. One more ball left in this over before 15th over will complete. $83 for 4. Captain Qatar team once again. This time again good bowling, dot ball. End of the over number 15th. We are live from Asian Cricket Stadium. Qatar, Team Uganda versus Team Qatar tri-series. This is the 3 T20 International Series, third match in progress. Mic over to my co-commentator, Mr. Innocent, for further commentary. Thank you for joining us, and who they join us just now, welcome. And please subscribe our channel and click the bell icon that you can get all live actions. Mic over to Mr. Innocent.
5 overs left in the Uganda innings. Remember, Qatar's keeper Iqbal Chaudhary won the toss and elected to have a ball stuck in the Ugandans. Ugandans got off to a good start with 30 runs in the power play, their best ever start, but soon after that power play they lost 2 quick wickets. 2 became 3 and 3 became 4. Kenneth Waiswa gone for a duck. Arnold Otwani gone for 20 odd. Zephania gone for in the teens. And now in the middle, Freda Chilam too was gone, but right now in the middle to do the business with another 30 balls left in the match is Deus Mohomuza, who played 4 balls already. He's got 2 runs, and Brian Makumasaba, Uganda's captain, for the 50 over format on 29 of 23 balls. How many more will be enough? Watching this game closely in the VIP section is Uganda chairman Bashir Ansasera. I see him seated along with the team manager of Uganda, Mr. Jackson Kavuma. Obviously, they've been having a series of meetings. They're happy with how Uganda have treated themselves around here, a very disciplined side, playing tough cricket in tough conditions. Even the Qataris were worried to play on some of the days because they've never seen so much humidity, wind, and coldness. But here we are into the last game of the tour. A big shot from Brian that will be taken. Easy catch. End of the innings for Brian Masawa. The wickets keep tumbling for Uganda. 83 for 5. Masawa gone for 29 of 24 balls. Uganda need a savior. Whichever way they do 140 should be a decent target for them to defend. 140 means Uganda need another 57 runs in the last 28 balls. Brian Masaba has played a couple of matches on this tour. I didn't get many, but coming into bat is Frank Akankwasa. Been playing very well on this tour, applying himself, using his abilities to full potential. And he has another chance to show that he can perform at this level, although this is his first tour with the senior side. He was the captain of Uganda under 19s at the back end of last year. Well, here we go, big shot. Well, that is just screamed straight to the man at extra cover. 83 for 5 becomes 84 for 5. Straight away off the mark from Frank Akankwasa. His friends back at home love to call him Frank Danger because he's dangerous once he crosses that rope and walks into the middle either with the ball or with the bat. A very good replacement for a man who used to hit the ball as hard as he is. Frank Nsubuga. From one Frank to another Frank across the generations. Beautiful transition there from Uganda. And the attitude of the youngsters of the tour has been eye-catching. The way they mix, the rapport with the seniors, the jokes they crack. It's all been good. Sometimes it's not all about victories, but it's a learning curve when you play someone who's better than you. Like I told you, Qatar ranked 22nd in the world in T20 internationals, and Uganda another 13 places off the pace in 35th. So when you play Qatar, you are looking at your big brothers. You give them some respect, but not over-respect them. Like many of the coaches tell their underdog teams when they're playing, coming up against the big boys. Qatar preparing for the ICC Cricket World Cup Challenge League A, and Uganda as well, building up slowly for the Africa Cricket Association Cup. Will be held from March 20th, 27th in the beautiful city of Kenya, Nairobi. Whereas Uganda also have to prepare for the ICC T20 World Cup qualifier for the 2013 World Cup. That will be held in Stellenbosch in South Africa from April 27th to May 4th. And finally, the big one, Uganda hosting the International Cricket Council Cricket World Cup Challenge League B second round in Kampala, Uganda from July 27th to August 5th. Exciting times ahead for Uganda, but back to the action. 86 for 5 in 16 overs. The wicket should be hard to bat on, as is proved. I cannot tell you that unless I get to see the groundsman around for a quick chit-chat. But as you can see, the Ugandans have struggled to get the ball off the square. They did very well in the power play for the first time. I told you in the second T20, Uganda only getting 15 runs in that power play. But now, they got 30 today. But as soon as they got the 30, Zephaniah ran himself out. And then Fred Achelam played across the line and was bowled. Then Arnold Otwani was caught plump LBW. Same thing happened to our best batsman in the previous 2020 international, the second one, Kenneth Waiswa, who was as well claimed LBW without troubling the scorers and the scorers, playing only 2 balls for his duck. That's a big one. Big swing. That is Frank Akankwasa for you. Don't say I didn't tell you about him. I told you he got a 66 for Uganda. He got a 26 in the opening game. He got a 66 in the 50-over game. Yesterday he got 34 of 18 balls. He's been hitting them big and very far. He's not shy. He knows he must help the team get a score they can defend along the way, because he too is a bowler, and with him there in the middle, he must work to stay there till the end to give Uganda a chance. He's with the senior player Deus Muhumuza at the non-strikers end. Deus Muhumuza, man of the match in the previous game. Man of the match in the previous game against Qatar, and that's the 50-over format. Deus Muhumuza getting 53 runs and picking 3 for 31 in 8 overs to take the man of match award, ahead of Saudi Islam, who got 57. Ahead of Saudi Islam, who got 57, and Brian Massa, who got 54, and Henry Senyondo, who got 3 for 23 in his 10. Over number 17 is done and dusted. Uganda on 97 for 5. Another 18 balls left in this game. How many more runs will be enough? That is a good question for you to answer. Whoever's watching on alraza.com, watching the Qatar Uganda live. The Chaudhry Iqbal has juggled his bowlers very well. You can see the top performers there. Himself, Chaudhry, 2 for 23. Beautiful things happening. All the guys back at home abalaba asole munyumirwa abasajja bawano ba Haji ba Sheikh amaseeka batuyisiza bulungi nnyo tufunye obuzibu bw'amaanyi, nange bampaddeko omukisa okujja kwogera nammwe wano, kwogerako nammwe njogere mu lulimi lwe mutegeera amu oluzungu lubatawaanya nga Tabani Emmanuel, naye mwena musigaleko nga mulaba kintu kiri clear, kiri good, kiri steady. We're rolling like tough boys, and Ugandans will be looking to make the second innings actually even more interesting. Here comes Guyana, opening bowler. That is hit by Deus Muhumuza. He threw the bat at it. He didn't care where it would be going. It was a catch, a case of throwing the kitchen sink at the bowler. And well, Guyana concedes the boundary. He's been a very good bowler throughout the series. He had conceded only 12 runs in 3 overs, and now he's gone for 4. That's 16. Already a 1 for 16. His figures in 3.2. He's still got another 4 balls in his spell. They send the field out. This mid wicket, long on. Big shot from Deus. It goes straight to the man in extra cover for a single. 5 runs in the over. Already with another 3 balls to play. Big shot. They're running hard. They want to. The throw is sharp. One bounce in the 30 yard. Straight into the keeper's gloves. Looking good. Guyana has 2 balls in his spell, but more importantly, Uganda crossing the 3 magical figures there. They go to 100, 104 for 5. Is it enough? Here we go. Deus Mohammed are cut hard, but straight to the man in the covers and the boundary. They go for the second. Yes, there was a direct hit, and the Ugandans don't hesitate to run because the bowler Guyana wasn't interested in grabbing or stopping the ball, whichever way you want to call it. Uganda's dug out there. I see Frank Nsubuga is ready. Trevor Bukenya is ready. Henry Senyondo to come. A lot of batting to be done, but well, the balls, only 13 left in the innings. Not everyone can bat on the day. Guyana coming through. Deus Mohammed goes powerfully. Chance for a catch. He's not taken. 1 run to the total. And 1 run to the batsman. Deus Mohammed squeezing that one away. Hit it on the up. Batsman trying to get quick runs for the side, and the bowler trying to stop them with the fielder who did their best simple thing to wait for the ball and grab it to the bounce rather than trying to go for a tough chance, which could have dropped and maybe hurt him and gone for 4 as well. This is a game for thinkers, gentleman's game. If you don't want to use your head, don't play cricket. You need to be on top of your everything. 107 for 5 in 18 overs. Another 2 overs left in the innings. Here comes Deus Mohammed gets the run to start off the over number 19. The warm chat looking nice. Uganda been moving on gradually up. They need to step it up. Lost 2 quick wickets. They lost 2 crickets that delayed their tempo. They were trying to up the ante of the match. And Iqbal Chaudhry, the captain, coming into bowl the second last over of the game, which is actually the most important over in cricket lately. Frank Akankwasa hits it straight, hits it flat. It goes for 4. He's done the same thing the previous ball, stepping a few steps to the 5th stump with the keeper up on the stumps. He didn't pick it up. Second time of asking. Frank Akankwasa is the victor. There was a man in the deep diving all over the place, but well, his effort was always going to be second best. Iqbal Chaudhry is asking the man in the deep to move a little bit to the right. Frank Akankwasa goes big, goes to the heavens. That is in the middle of the bat and goes straight into the Grand Mall. Is it to the Grand Hypermarket? Into the night sky of Doha. Big hit from the young man. Frank Danger is his nickname. Exciting talent coming through for the cricket cranes. Iqbal Chaudhry has the captain coming to talk to him. The captain has the wicket keeper coming to talk to him. He must be telling him this young man is moving across the line to 3rd and 4th stump to pick you up before you hit it on the white line. So please, ball right into him and see what he can do. Powerful lad. They don't call him Danger for nothing. Showing every little piece and defining the word danger for everybody else. Here we go. Danger steps up. Hits it. They'll go for 1. He wants the second. Deus tells him to relax. He tells him, I got this. There's still a ball to play in this over. And here is those 2 face Iqbal Chaudhry. Those goes big. Big is better always. 12 sixes in the over. Iqbal Chaudhry, the captain, gave himself the 19th over, and it cost them a few runs. Well, arguably the best over for Uganda in this match thus far. And with 6 balls to come, you'd want to think Ugandans can do better. It's 125 for 5. 19 overs gone. Deus Muhumuza on 18 of 12 balls, and Franka Kankwasa 26 of 14. Over to Mr. Abdul Jabbar.
Thank you very much for last over, viewers. Once again, the new viewers, I welcome on YouTube. Subscribe our channel and just watch more actions coming in future. So 125, 5 wickets, 19 completed. Last over, and gonna bowl by Awais Malik. Malik will try to save the runs, but this time both the batsmen, Frankie and the partner, what's his name to pronounce, Mr. Innocent? How to pronounce the partner? One is Frankie, another
Deus.
Twice. So both of them are playing good. They hit 116 to last over when Iqbal Chaudhry was bowling. 125 for 5. Like I always, Team Uganda, one habit which I note that early they are taking start slow, and especially in 6 over, but and they make very good. Now, Awais Malik. This time missed everyone. Wide ball, 5 runs. Lucky runs to Uganda team. Part of the game. Run should come by any means. That's what happening in this Asian Cricket Stadium, Qatar, Asian Town Cricket Stadium. And match between Uganda and Qatar going on, third international T20 match. Brought to you by Al Raza Photography. They are doing nice job here to bring you live action from here. And we wish them good luck for future as well. Al Raza Photography once again. Awais Malik, second ball of the 20th over, or say it first ball because previous ball was wide. So single taken, and score reached to 131. Frankie reached to 27. Now it's the turn for the partner of Frankie to hit a big 6 as he did with the Iqbal Chaudhry's over, because they required minimum 150 on board. If they reach to 150, match will be much interesting. And right now, Awais Malik once again, second ball. 5 more deliveries to come for this innings of Uganda. Cross the umpire, and this is full ball in the middle streak. Played for single. Frankie again on strike. 4 more balls, at least 2 big boundaries required here minimum. And then the rest 2 balls can be 2 fours, or it can be double or single. So score will reach to around 145-50 in between. But let's see how Awais Malik, experienced bowler of Team Qatar, once again with his third ball. This time missed the ball, missed the line. Only just edged to the short fielder on leg side. Single taken, 133 for 5. Uganda, they lost the toss today. Qatar put them on bat. They start slow, but at the end they managed to reach 133 now. It is fighting score. Early wickets of Qatar can make the match if Uganda team bowled well, but depends on how they start. 133 will not be more pressure on Team Qatar. They have long batting lineup in their team. Once again, this time he gone for little bit to back, make a space to hit, but missed the line. So 133 seems 2 more balls only. At least one big boundary required here. Some few audience are enjoying as well. Like weather is good today, but a working day, especially first working day for companies in the Qatar Saturday. 30-20 international. Once again, Awais Malik crossed the umpire ball, and it's a slow. Looks like maybe they will go for second. No, but backup, good backup by Cameron or Muhammad. No, Nadeem. Sorry, Nadeem came and he stopped the ball. Single taken shape of Bice. 134. 134, loss of 5 wickets. Last ball of the innings. Live from Asian Cricket Stadium, Asian Town Cricket Stadium, Qatar. Third T20 international cricket match. 2 previous games Qatar wins, and today Uganda team scored already 134. Let's see, last ball and played straight to the hand of the fielder. So wicket fallen on last ball. So 135 will be the target for Qatar. Not so big, but it is a game of cricket. We can't say anything. It's good fighting score. My opinion, 5 to 10 runs, at least 15 runs short of total which were required on this pitch. The middle pitch, mostly 150 is a good total. I would like to have opinion from Mr. Instant. So Mr. Instant, if it is 150, my opinion was very good, but let's see what 134. What's your opinion?
I am seconding you on that. 150 should have been a very good total. I know Uganda were in a rut, and they have to give credit to Frank Akankwasa and those are the moments of their partnership, because Uganda was still languishing in the 80s. They won 83 after 15 overs. But if they've got 130, it means 134. It means they've gotten 130 means they got another 51 runs. 51 runs in 5 overs. So they've been moving at 10 per over for the last 5 overs, which is not a bad sign. Only they will be regretting that they didn't get a couple of more singles in between when they didn't get them ball to the boundary. Deus and Frank should have been able to dab it and run, especially in the last over. And the last ball too, easy catch given to the man at square leg in the 30. He could have smacked that one anywhere in the ground because it was there for the hitting, drifting down to the leg side, and he went for the cheeky option. Well, cheeky option didn't go. Frank Danger has the energy to hit the ball out of the ground, but deciding to play like that, and him paying the price, getting caught and being the 6th wicket for Uganda to go down. 134 for 6 after 20 overs is the final score.
Thank you. I would like to ask the scoreboard to show on here what was the final scoreboard, so we can see the final score, please. So 134 is already done by the Ugandan team, and it is 134 for 6. One moment, please. $134 for 6. This is the final score scored by Team Uganda in 20 overs. Toss won by Qatar today. Put Uganda on bat first, and they played very nicely, especially last 5 over where they scored 50 plus runs. The start was not so say fast as they required. So they started first batsman who scored 15, Zipania, and he got run out. Fred 7, Arnold 27, Brian Masaba 29, Kent gone on duck as a leg before Iqbal Chaudhry, and then they start firework, especially Frankie and Yus both. They did very good, and they take the total to 100, a respectable total, a fighting total 134. The bowling done by Qatar. I would like to see the bowling also, if I can see that. The bowling in the screen now for you. Gyan bowled 4 overs 21 for 1 wicket. Muhammad, that is Malik, Awais Malik, bowled 3 overs for 19, who took also 1 wicket. Musawwar Shah 4 for 1, and he given 20 run. Muhammad Nadeem 4 overs 20 runs, wicketless. Iqbal Chaudhry 4 overs 41 run given, but he took 2 wickets. First wicket fallen 25, second on 30, 56 and 67, 2 wickets Iqbal Chaudhry, and then 83, and last wicket fell on 134. So for the time we have a break here for 5 minutes to 10 minutes break. We'll be back live. Thank you very much.
We're back. We're back for the second innings here at the Asian Town International Cricket Stadium. Set a couple of international matches. To do the business up front is Frank Nsubuga. Starts with a swish and edge. Edge goes flying in the no man area. No fielders there, put there to stop the edge. Goes flying to backward there. Third man. 4 runs to start up things for Qatar. They need 135 for victory tonight to seal the clean sweep of the series. And to get things started for Uganda, they bring in the experienced statesman, elderly statesman from Kampala, Frank Nsubuga. Second ball up. Big shot. Big shot there. How many will they take? 2 successive boundaries. Zaharuddin, Ibrahim. Zaharuddin starts with 2 boundaries. His bat is on fire. Score is 8. Chance for a catch. Put down in covers by Arnold Otwani, who is the captain. Everyone was yelling, Quarter. Well, Takute. 3 balls. Zaruddin. Ibrahim came with his bat with some fire spikes. He has Kamran Khan for company. Kamran Khan keeps that one out. Big hit out of the park. 6 runs. Making good use of the fielding restrictions and giving Frank Nsubuga no respect there. They're tonking him all over the park. They say with an edge. Now you couldn't say that was right in the middle of the bat because of the tall bat, but still found its way to the boundary. They run hard. There's no run out. Little bit slow to get off his feet, Henry Senyondo, at the square leg region. Very big over to get things started for Qatar. They need just 6.7 per over, but well, they get 16. So they are covered for the next 2.5 overs. A few fans coming in to watch. Today is the perfect weekend for the Qataris. Friday and Saturday they go big, they party hard, they're full in the malls. Everywhere is busy, there's no dull time, dull place in Qatar. You find them in Villaggio Mall, Grand Mall, the hypermarkets, at Aspire Academy, touring the World Cup venues. The constructions are going on. Everybody is busy in Qatar. There's no dull moment. You could mistake a Sunday for a Monday back in Kampala. It's brilliant here. Ugandans playing under lights. Unique experience for many of the youngsters in the side who are getting their first bite at the sherry. And would like to feel they'll make the most of this experience. It's been cold, very chilly, terrifying atmosphere. They played in 11 and under and 15 and under in one of the days. And the guys still put up a game. The Qatar captain, Iqbal Chowdhury, there one moment asking if the game could be stopped. But well, nothing like that happened. And well, as for now, things are going the Qataris way. Then dominant form They are ranked higher than Uganda by 13 places in the ICC T20 international rankings. At 22, Uganda at 35. They have luck on their way. Everything is swinging their way, and they're swinging for the fortunes. Edge startup Charles over Frank. He was hit for the 4 of the first ball. Same with Charles Waiswa, left arm seamer, seasoned campaigner. Hit edged over third man who is in the 30. Then he bounces back with a super ball. Super ball misses completely everything. Just lands in the keeper's gloves. Fred Achelam doing the business there. There's Henry Senyondo inside the 30 yards. At third man, there's Brian Masaba. Another big hit. That will go 4 more. Uganda's bowlers can't do much with 2 batsmen who are backing themselves up to hit over the top. Kamran Khan, Zaharuddin Ibrahim, wanting to finish this in quick time, maybe. Already on 24 in just 9 balls. Means they're getting more than 3 runs every ball they face. Whichever you look at it, it's one-way traffic for now, unless something happens. Here comes Charles for ball number 4 in his over. Good take from the keeper. Still swings it, this young man. He's played for Uganda since 2005. He's done very well, Charles Waiswa. Left arm seamer. He's no rabbit with the bat in hand as well. He can hold his end on the wicket. He hasn't done a lot of batting this tour, but small boundaries or bowling in the power plays, these are things he is accustomed to, and you will know he has to bowl a tough line. Good ball from Charlie. Out. Blocked out. Some fans out here to watch, including watching some freebies to the Ugandans. They're all looking much warmer now. The jumpers, the souvenir hoodies from Qatar cricket, souvenirs from the Qatar T20 cricket league they held last year, and they hosted very many big players here playing, the Hunters playing. Hashim Amla was in the building for that cricket tournament, and hopefully they'll host many more. And a couple of Ugandans should get a chance to play in such tournaments across the world if they're to improve their trade and become better cricketers and better ambassadors of the Pearl of Africa. 24. For no loss after 2 overs is the score for Uganda, for Qatar. Introducing Abdusalam.
So, Assalamu alaikum. Good evening. Thank you very much. Innocent, it's a lovely voice. Your voice listening, and all three commentators are busy with working. My co-commentator, Mr. Abdul Jabbar Shahid, and Innocent. A live action coming in from the Asian Town Qatar Cricket Association Stadium. Uganda versus the Qatar. Qatar won the toss and elected to field first. 133 134 made by the Uganda after batting first. 135 was the target, chasing Ibrahim batting on 9 and Kamran Khan batting on 15. Now from the QCA end, bowling left arm orthodox Henry Sinando is the bowler. Left arm, beautiful. Yesterday he bowled very beautiful bowling. On the President 11 team, he took 3 wickets. And the slog overs, he bowled very beautifully. Once again, Henry, left arm from QC and passing umpire Muhammad Naseem to Zahir Ibrahim. Facing on 9. Left arm, around the wicket. First umpire. Going for a back foot. Very beautifully on the rise ball. Little bit difficult had a batsman to play, go for shot or no. And finally he played defensive shot. No runs will be resulted. Score remains on 24 for without loss. Once again, left arm around the wicket. The umpires in the middle, Muhammad Naseem and Riaz. Third umpire was Mr. Prasanna. And it's going for once again very beautifully ball. After pitching, nipping little bit outswing. And behind the stumps, the picky wicket keeper done his job, and no runs will be resulted. Some conversation with the two batsmen given by Kamran to Zahir, struggling for this over. Zahir totally. Kamran playing on 15 with help of 1-6 and 1-4, and Zahir batting on 9 with help of 2 boundaries. Once again, Henry, left arm, pass umpire Naseem, balls to Zahir Ibrahim, going for a big shot for the extra cover reason. Over the heads, ball going for an extra cover for 4. Going for a back foot on the rise, taken over the heads of the extra cover fielders for 4 runs. Beautifully played by the Zahir. The third boundary for his innings. He's now batting on 13 and 15 batting on by in the other end Kamran. Very beautifully set up the third match of Uganda versus the Qatar. In future in Qatar, more and more matches will be coming, international matches are coming, you can see. Here it is, Henry to Zahir, once again, repetition shot on the point region boundary for 4. Suddenly dramatically changed, for 3 balls he bowled beautiful, struggling by Zahir, and finally he got 2 balls, 2 boundaries, and score moves on to now 32. Our Qatar Cricket Association President Mr. Kuwari was watching the match, and with him President of Uganda Sanyando also watching this match here, the guest. Now we have a chance for a run out. Batsman crossing over for a run and misfielding once again. So every time innocent, I'm telling the bowling is good, but the problem is on the Uganda side was fielding was a little bit very weak. If you improve the fielding section, coach should a little bit work hard about the fielders. Batting and fielding as well as good, and you can watch Al Raza photography was giving a live action from Qatar Uganda official live. You are watching from Qatar Asian Town Cricket Stadium, Qatar. Now the far end since 2005 is playing the fast bowler, the left arm quickie, bowling from Grand Moland. Passing umpire Riaz, runs away. Once again died over the heads, going for the boundary line. The fielder was there, field the ball, 2 runs will be resulted. He played on the rise over the extra cover for 2 runs. So score moves on to now 38. It is the 4th over in under progress here. You are listening to the voice of Abdul Salam Muhammad Sheikh, and with me co-commentators Mr. Innocent and Mr. Abdul Jabbar Shahid. Here it is, left arm fast bowler, passing umpire. Both once again going for a pull shot over the mid wicket. Fielders are chasing the ball. Ball cross over the boundary line. This is a QCA 6. Kamran's the second 6 of his bat. On the rise, pull away for the deep mid wicket reason for a 6. The QCA 6 is coming up. 44 on the board in the over number 4. Chasing 135 runs. The 44 for without loss in the over number 4. The 91 runs more required in 16 overs. Here it is once again. Very good ball and lovely. Same beautifully played on the carpet. No runs straight to the fielders of shot mid-off range, and no runs will be resulted in the over number 4. 44 for without loss. So all credit goes to the our curator, Mr. Shakil Ahmad, the head curator, and with his assistant by Munir and Masood, done an excellent job for this international pitch. And once again, taken outrage of the bat and caught behind. Kamaran back to the pavilion. First wicket lost by the Qatar. And losing a Qatar first wicket, 44 for 1. Innocent, can you tell us about your experience here after coming for Qatar and how you feel for your development in Uganda cricket?
It's a good feeling. It's a good relationship Uganda is building here with Qatar cricket. Everything is moving in sync. Qatar looking after the Ugandans and sponsoring more than half of this trip for the Ugandans to make sure they come here and get some build-up games rather than playing games against a weak opposition in Africa. They're here playing against a team that is ranked way higher than them and getting every little bit of experience. And hopefully the Ugandans, when they go back to home or to Africa, they can make it count, because they have 2 big 2020 tournaments coming up where they must look to pounce and dominate the opposition. There's no shortcuts. Ugandans, we are very, very grateful to Qatar Cricket Association, especially President Al Yusuf Kuwari and his board, Master Manzar, Mr. Gul, and the umpires, the groundsmen. Everybody's been treating us nice. We're not complaining. The boys are having a bit of what we call back home the good life, staying in a 5-star hotel and mixing and mingling with the elites. Today we saw Kuwait cricket checking in for some trial matches as well. So good luck to Qatar for the future as they go to the World Cricket Challenge League A.
So thank you very much, Mr. Innocent, given a wonderful words about the Qatar. And leg glance to the fine leg region. For Imal was a new batsman for taking a single now. Score moves on to now 45 for loss of 1 wicket. And Mr. Innocent, all credit ours goes to our Qatar Cricket Association President, Mr. Yusuf Al Kuwari. He's done a wonderful job after coming here and joining our association. It will be boosted up, and cricket is going more and more, and with the support of our operation manager Mr. Manzoor Ahmad and our head of domestic Mr. Gul Khan, and even our school domestic cricket also is improving very lot under the Mr. Aminul Islam. And totally we can say our whole team of umpiring panels as well as our Qatar National Cricket Academy, as well as giving more and new young talents to the Qatar national teams. Myself as working as for a Qatar National Cricket Academy as a junior coach, and our head coach was Mr. Shahid, is doing also a wonderful job for developing Qatar's cricket. All live watching for the thanks a lot for everyone for welcoming you once again, all the cricket lovers. They're watching their live here for the Qatar Cricket Association International Cricket Stadium, Asian Town. The umpires in the middle, Mr. Muhammad Naseem, our head of umpiring panel, Mr. Coordinator by Mr. Naseem, and with him Mr. Riaz, and third umpire was Mr. Prasanna. Once again, leg lance for the square leg reason, so no runs will be resulted. In the over number 5th is in progress. So you can see the scorecard in the screen. Al Raza photography working very beautifully for this live and chance for a run. Once again, batsmen crossing run before the two fielders are thinking whom will go to the ball, and finally collected the ball and batsman cross over a single for a 46 for a loss of a one wicket. And once again, right arm off break bowler bowling to Zahi, just played the defensive shot over the point. No runs will be resulted in the over number 5 in progress now. Here it is, right arm over the wicket, bowling to Zahir, going for a safe shot, chance for a catch here, fine leg. Yesterday you can see that same type of catch Moeen Ali taken in the fine leg in the last ball needed. So same like close call is a very easy catch and the dropped catch. So once again I'm telling the fielding section was a little bit required for a development. So with the Al Raza photography was working by Mr. Zakaria and team for this live action. And once again now Frank is a bowler. Right arm off break bowler from the KC end. Plus umpire drive to the short square leg reason for a no runs will be resulted. You can see the scorecard on the screen. Drive with the drive, batsman crossing over a single, and attack for a run out attempted, but misses there. And end of over number 5 was scoring was 47 for 1. When the beginning of over number 6, my co-commentator from Uganda, my friend colleague Mr. Innocent with you.
Tail of the tape thus far. Uganda putting down 2 catches, 1 dropped in the first over by the captain Arnold Otwani. Charles Wisewood drops 1 in the previous over. And then there's a misfield from the 50 over captain Brian Masaba at point, who looked up to get the run out before holding onto the ball. Whilst they are pricing out the wicket, the big scalp over Kamran Khan. Kamran Khan caught behind by Freddie Achelam. The figures 1 for 17 for Charles Royce in 2 overs. Frank Nsubga has gone for 18 in 2 overs. And Henry Senyondo has been hit for 12 of his only over. He's coming back to ball from the Grand Hypermarket end, and he will look to control. He was unlucky in the first over. There were misfields all over the park of his bowling, and he put on a face. There was a big score on his face. That score could have boiled a cup of tea. He was very bitter with the fielding. Ugandans known for being a better fielding side, and now punching below their weight. The fans watching this will have a few tough words to put on their social media pages while the debates go on late on in the Saturday night when they go out. Well, story of our lives, story of the day. Boundaries affair. Another boundary there, squeezed, beating point, and the man in covers to go for 4. And the 4 runs to the total. Qatar reach their 50 in quick time. 50 while still in the batting power play. The Ghanaians can't wait to end this batting power play so they can throw some fielders in the deep to control the carnage from Qatar's to put a batsman. What a beauty of the ball, making the batsman dance to some tunes. I can't hear any music out here, but well, he was dancing in the crease line. Powerful hit, good stop from the only man in the offside, standing in on the cover region. They're urging him, pumping him up to strike. Another cut and another good stop from Arnold Utrani. At point, putting his body on the line for the side, for the men in yellow, the men from the Pearl of Africa. Last match of the T20 series already lost. 2-1, 2-0, Qatar lead, and they look like they have this one in the bag, unless Uganda can steal 9 wickets from somewhere. They can only do this if they can prize out a couple of quick wickets there to ignite a collapse. Dot ball from Henry. The crowd, the guys on the park, yell out to Wevale. Coach Jackson Ogwang down in the deep, clapping his hands, rooting for his boys. They want to see the things he teaches them in the field to come to the party. Big swipe. That will be another boundary. 4 runs. It was hit in an area where there was nobody. And well, 4 runs to the total to end Henry Senyondo's second over. He's been bowling pretty well, Henry. He was one of the architects of yesterday's win for Uganda, restricting the guys from Qatar to 144 runs as Uganda breezed away with a 138-run win. 2 overs for Henry Senyondo is gone for 21, flying at 10.5 per over. Charles Waiswa is gone for 17. Frank Suga for 18. Kamran Khan, batsman gone, he got 23 of 13. Zaharuddin Ibrahim still there on 27. And Imal Liange in at 3 at 1 drop. Captain looks around the park. Who does he want to come on? Looks like he will trust the veteran of the side, Frank Sugar, to do the business with the power play gone, of course. I see the captain spreading out the field. 56 for 1. Only one team in the driver's seat. And there's no second guessing. It's the hosts, the big brothers, the better ranked Qatar. The Philippa Pock. What a dive from young Zafania, covering the point, fly point area there. Diving onto his weaker hand, the left, and stopping it for a boundary. I believe it's a job well done. Ugandans working the magic, spreading out the field. It's a left hand, right hand combination out there in the middle. And they're doing everything possible to make sure the chase doesn't escalate in big hits. Here is Frank to the left-hander. Beautiful ball. And the batsman plays it beautifully. They can afford a couple of dot balls right now, these Qataris, because they are in the driver's seat. A little dab there. Will be stopped. And for those of you following rugby, Uganda playing there in the HSBC World Rugby 7 Challenger Series back at home, can give you some good news. Uganda have just beaten up on Paraguay 48-0. Games live in Chile, South America. Next week the team will be moving on to Hungary to play another set of qualifier matches. Big journey for them to get back into the World Rugby Circuit. Beautiful ball from Frank. Best over for Uganda thus far in the match. Let me hope I ain't jinxed it. Still has another 3 balls to ball. Ends the over. 59 for 1 after 7 overs. Very good over. Going for only 3 runs. Frank keeping the guys a little quiet. It's a dot ball game for Uganda, because dot ball pressure will bring wickets, and they have all to do to make sure they rise in this game. They have put on some pressure before, like in the match yesterday where they beat the Qataris comfortably, stunning the fans who were here on Friday, because Friday is the weekend start for them, putting them in front of their own fans, and looks like this is an avenge mission. They want to pay back for yesterday's loss. They were looking to make a clean sweep of the series, and Uganda snatched one. Well. What can they do now? Here we go. A new bowler in the pack, Deus Muhumuza, starts with a dot ball, and this little cry from him because the batsman swung wildly and Deus nearly got him to edges. Wicketkeeper Fred Achelam standing up. Fine leg and third man in the 30. Long on, long off, extra cover, long off, deep mid wicket, deep square leg, all in the pack, all out there. That's the summary of Uganda's field setting. Mid wicket, long on, square leg, extra cover, and long on. Big hit. Who wants it? Is there a chance for a catch? No. Who wants the bounces? Ground is a bit soft. It slows down, and they only take 2. Trevor Bukenya, another youngster coming through on the 19th side, picking it up nicely on the bounce as they go through for the second. Some Qataris actually supporting the Ugandans. You can see that they want an upset. They want maybe Uganda to carry the day. Chance for a catch. 6 runs. It didn't go off the middle of the bat. Those Mohammeds are bowling cutters and slowers. Consider the 6, but not a bad idea, because of the smaller boundary, that ball could actually have been caught if that drop had been a yard extra out there. But 2 will be registered as 6 runs. 6 runs to Qatar. 67 for 1. Another chance for a catch. He was diving to the tougher side, the left. Puts it down. Anodotwani, the culprit again. 7 overs gone. And Qatar needs 67 runs from 12 overs at 5.58. If Uganda take this up to maybe 6 runs net per over, then 7, then 8, anything can happen from there. This is sport. Nothing is impossible. Frank Nsubuga is back from the QCA end to bowl over number 4. He's last for the match and last for the tour because he's part of the team that will be heading straight back to Kampala and won't be continuing for the second leg of the tour in Mumbai and third leg of the tour in Sanjay in South Gujarat, Chikli. Frank Nsubuga, of course, the eldest member of the team, played for Uganda since 1994. You can do your maths. He's played in every of the last 4 decades for his country. He concedes 4 wides. Keeper didn't have a glove on it. It was drifting away. They keep talking, but the scoreboard is moving to 74 now. Qatar well within getting every over what they need per over. Already 5 runs in the over. They need 5.58. Another run, there will be a bonus for them. A big shot, but big shot produces a wicket for Uganda. Batsman hitting it back straight to the bowler's throat. Frank Nsubuga holds it from his area. Caught and bowled, Frank Nsubuga. Imal Lenyange gone for 7 runs off 9 balls. An end to his little pedestrian knock. Ugandans will be thinking, maybe we can get another 2 wickets quickly before it gets out of hand. Because at 74, Qatar are more than halfway there. Newman in. Imal managing 76 runs through the series today. From his 3 matches, he's managed 76 runs. Averaging a little over 23 runs per knock. Frank getting a wicket for his hard work. He's paid by a wicket, and now Ugandans appealing for a wicket. I don't think that is out. Umpire thinks like me. Not out it will be. Another 3 balls left into Frank's last off of the match and tour. Henry Senyondo doing some cleaning up there at square leg. Not the quickest in the field, but he's got a good pair of hands. Another dot ball to end Frank's spell. He was smoked for 18 in the first 2 overs, but Frank has always been a tough customer to tuck away. Score is 75 for 2 after 9 overs. And now Qatar needs 60 from 11 overs. Frank Nsubuga finishing his spell with respectable figures of 1 for 28 in 4 overs. And I'll hand off to Mr. Jabbar.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Innocent, and so nice of you for your commentary with us. 10th over gonna start 75 for 2. Qatar started very quickly, very fast style as they have in first 6 overs, but now Team Uganda put little break on 75, 8.3. Still need more wickets here if you wanna come back in this match. Slipping slowly from the hands of Uganda. This is the third T20 international match between Qatar and Team Uganda. 76 for 2, 10th over in progress. Once again, bowler ready to bowl. And this time, dot ball. Tanveer and Zahir both on the crease, trying to reach the target, but good spin attack from Team Uganda. Once again, he sweep it to the fielder on 30-yard field. It single taken by Zahir. Now Tanveer will face. Tanveer just came and started his innings. 2 only scored. Zahir Ibrahim reached to 40. Once again, bowler back drive, dot ball. 10th over in progress. Our scorer upstairs, manually scorers, Muhammad Fahad Nadeem, accompanied by, again played on onside for a single, Amjad Abdul Sattar. Electronic score had Mr. Ravi and his team, especially Kanan Damodaran. They're doing very marvelous job as well. Our still photography, none than Mr. Abdul Basit, a very good click he always provided. This time played inside out for 4. A good shot by the bat of Zahir, or and with this boundary, score reached to 82, loss of 2 wickets. So I was talking about still photography, you know, all the steps or the pictures you are always watching on Facebook and other media is clicked by Mr. Abdul Basit, professional cameraman, technical and tournament manager Hassan Raza, and also the team, their ground staff, all the people, especially Mr. Shakil and his team, Mr. Munir. All of them are very hard worker to bring this stadium in beautiful condition to play such international matches. Live from Asian Town Cricket Stadium, Qatar. Match between Uganda and Qatar. Once again, bowler, but just starting 11th over. 11th over, 10 over, 82 for 2. Required score is last 18 plus 35 equal to 50 plus only, and this time played inside out, hard hit. The nearest fielder field very well, but still Tanveer managed to get a single. 83 for 2. 2 quick wicket over here make the match more interesting. Today I found some catches dropped by the Uganda team. They were especially the first catch, which was very easy. The second shot was little bit hard, but they dropped these 2 catches. Overall, they're doing very good fielding once again, and this time looks like ball edged and wicket fallen. That's what I was talking. And on time, wicket of Zahir or Tanvir, I think is Zahir or Tanvir gone. Zahir Ibrahim gone 44, and he scored 44 in 34 balls. So Zahir was near to make his another 50 in this series. He already scored 150, but this time he scored total 135 in last four international T20 games. He scored 135. Good batting by Zahir Ibrahim. New man is Rizlan. Rizlan came on crease now when Qatar reached 23 for 3. 11th over in progress. Beautiful weather for the game of cricket, around 18-19 Celsius. Not like previous 2 days or last 3 days was less than 9-8 it was going, and feels like 4-5 frozen situation was there. Good bowling once again, bowler ready. Trevor, and this time again same ball, just pitch and seam outside the bat edge, and luckily Rizlan just save his outer edge of the bat, otherwise it will be another wicket. We have this third T20 international game going on live from Asian Town Cricket Stadium. Once again, ball came, and this time played in the air, but close fielder was more close. It fell down near 30 yard on onside. Single taken by Rizlan. Tanvir will face on 4. 84 for 3. 11th over in progress. Trevor once again ready. Going to bowl Tanvir. This time outside off stump, played straight to the fielder. On offside, no run taken. Score remains 84 for 3. Once again, bowler slowly turning to ball next delivery, last delivery perhaps of this over. 11th over gonna finish after this, if it will be the legal delivery. Once again, start running, cross the umpire. This time played with gully point region for single, in between gully and point for single, and end of the over number 11, score reached to 85. 50 more runs required to win this third T20 international in between. So here you go, you can see our all dignitaries here, our President Qatar Cricket Association, Mr. Yusuf Jaham Al Kawari, along with Mr. Isa and Mr. Manzoor. All are sitting, who they are watching, enjoying the cricket in this part of world. Thanks to them, all of them are here, especially after the tenure of Mr. Yusuf Jaham. Qatar cricket increased well and changed a lot, and many things which helps us. Mr. Gul Khan, team manager as well for Qatar team, accompanying them. Once again played on onside by Tanveer. It's trying for second, but Rizlan is not. Mr. Amin, you can see Mr. Asif also standing there, and creators party also there, Mr. Munir, and match referee, third umpire, both Mr. Prasanna Haran with Ma'am Shavani Mishra. All are enjoying a good cricket in this weather. 86 for 3, 12th over in progress. This time a good delivery, just missed the outer edge in the hand of the keeper. Dot ball. $86 for 3. $86 for 3, 11.3 overs. Ball already for next delivery. Qatar and Uganda's T20 series last match today T20 International. This time he played straight on long off region. Fielder came in action, picked the ball, single taken in the meanwhile. 87 for 3. Rizlan on 2, Tanveer on 6. Target is 135 as Uganda team they scored 134. Once again this was played. Fielder tried to control the ball, unable, and ball gone for boundary because long off fielder run at least 30 to 35 yard but cannot stop that. This was the nearest fielder who supposed to stop 4 runs, 4 boundary. Score reached to 91. 3 wickets already gone for Team Qatar. Completion of 12 over. We are live from Asian Town Cricket Stadium, Qatar, and I would like to invite my co-commentator Mr. Abdul Salam to continue further commentary and enjoy the game. Thank you. Please, Mr. Abdul Salam.
Thank you very much, Assalamu alaikum. Back to action. 91 for loss of 3 wickets. Still 44 runs to be required in remaining 8 overs, 48 balls and 44 runs to be required. You already watched all the dignitaries of Qatar Cricket Association, with him our Uganda president, watching live action matches here. Voice is coming to you, myself Abdul Salam Muhammad Sheikh and Mr. Abdul Jabbar and our colleague friend Mr. Innocent from Uganda, doing a wonderful job. Here it is, bowling round the wicket, right arm, passed away, very beautiful ball and beautifully played. Both the batsmen going for a cheeky single here. One more run will be resulted. Score moves on to now 93 for loss of 3 wickets. Once again, one off the leg stump. Umpire call, white ball, Mohammad Naseem. And one more extras on the board now. 94 for loss of 3 wickets. Once again, right arm around the wicket. Pasampa just played delicate leg glance for this short score like reason for a single. 95 for loss of 3 wickets. Still now 40 runs to be required. And very beautifully come back by the Qatar, chasing 135 runs, losing 3 wickets for 95 runs on the board now. Aslan batting on 4 and Tanveer batting on 11. Once again, drive the first call like reason. Batsman had a ample time for a second run now. Overthrows. The batsman crossing over for 2 runs now. Excellent running between the wicket. Both the batsmen. 97 on the board now. Loss of 3 wickets. Once again facing Tanveer. 13. Right arm over the wicket for Sampa. Far outside the off stump. Just left it to the wicket keeper's hand. No runs will be resulted. All the viewers, thank you very much for watching the live actions here. Right arm over the wicket now. For umpire once again appeal for a cut behind and given out. So batsman Tanveer was back to pavilion now. 4th wicket down. 97 for 4. What do you think about Innocent totally this tour? How it helpful for the batsman out? Tanveer for 13 runs in 15 balls. So, I'm asking with Mr. Innocent, what about to feel about this tour? How much helpful for a Uganda team placing in the ranking 35? Qatar is placing 122 in the ranking. So, how much good feel you? Already you told about hospitality. We are always welcome for our visitors for our hospitalities. As Qatar is all the credit goes to our president. And can you say some words about that?
Qatar has shown us that they are actually the rightful hosts for the upcoming FIFA 2020 World Cup, 2022 Soccer World Cup. Verono, the president of Uganda, Engineer Moses Makoko is in town with his media manager Ahmed Hussein to do the same work about the Qatar 2022 World Cup. But Qatar showing us that their famed hospitality is still in Asia. They are eager to host the people coming from Africa, from all over the world to premiere in their country and make sure that they enjoy the country's tourism sector, the sporting world. They have many social amenities. It's a very good place to live at. And Uganda is on a learning curve. The side that you see are playing for Uganda has a couple of youngsters playing on their first tour, playing in the senior side for the first time, and shows you that Uganda is taking the right direction to introduce the youngsters quickly into the side ahead of a big international season, because all the experience they get here, they must make it count. They must make it count when the international ice tournament start. Uganda having to play Africa Cricket Association 2020 Cup in Nairobi next month, March 20th, 27th. They will be going to Stellenbosch in South Africa to play the ICC Cricket World Cup 2020 qualifier for 2020-21 edition from April 25th to May 4th. And finally, they'll be hosting the ICC Cricket World Cup Challenge League B in Kampala from July 27th to August 4th. So big things coming up for Uganda. my quick chat with President Ali Yusuf Kawari was a very nice one, telling me he wants the Ugandan women to come here to Qatar. He wants the under 23 side to come here. He wants the underage teams in Kampala, the under 19, the under 17s, to come here and build a mutual relationship with the Qataris, who are very hospitable people, very social people, very understanding and very hopeful, because the facilities that Ugandans have played on here are not there back at home. Uganda is playing under lights every game here. In Kampala, Uganda cannot play under lights. So under the floodlights, a new experience. The biting cold on which the team played in the last 3 games is a new experience. And we would like to thank also the President Al-Kawari and Mr. Gul, Manzar, the rest of the members in the association board, who have as well helped Ugandans here. On one of the days, they gifted us with souvenir hoodies from the successful Qatar T20 league that was held here, where I know Hashim Amla's team, the Falcons, Falcons taking up the victory. So hopefully Ugandans can be included in the 2020 league, because they have the talent to play and the talent to win. That's another wicket for Uganda. 99 for 5. Deus Muhumuza strikes his first wicket, and that's the end of the 14th over. Deus Muhumuza clean bowling. Muhammad Rathod, who's got 5 runs of 12 balls, sort of a vigil for him out there batting. He was slow, and Deus tells him, boss, you can go have a quick shower in time for the big prizing ceremony coming up. That's the reason why I see Mr. Ali Yusuf Kawari sitting next to my chairman, my president of cricket back in Uganda, Mr. Bashir Ansasra. Good relationship they're building there. They've had a couple of meetings. I know Mr. Bashir will be staying back here to have another meeting and a private chat with all the cameras, the paparazzi, the media people, to see how cricket can be developed in Uganda. What's the next step? And of course, for those of you watching, I know you're watching this game off alraza.com/QCA, QCA standing for Qatar Cricket Association, live. The game is official and it's live. It's an ICC ranking tournament. Mr. Abdul Salam already told you that Uganda is ranked 35th in the world, and Qatar is 22nd. So no lies there from him. Don't be thinking that he's telling lies. It's all the truth. And Uganda is learning. And learning, if you're to learn, you learn the hard way, rather than have friendlies with Tanzania, with Malawi, with Botswana. Come play the big boys, learn the cricket. Many of the players, if you look at the playing scorecard for Qatar, many of the players from this side here having some Pakistani origin, some Indians in the side, some Sri Lankan born players in the side, but they're all part and parcel of Qatar cricket because they've lived here. Some of them have been born here and they meet the ICC requirements. Uganda's player who is on this tour, Saud Islam, making his debut, not eligible to play in this tournament because it's an ICC tournament, and he still has some months to make the grade. So maybe we'll be seeing a couple of him in the future. We know he's played 250 over games on this tour. He got 100 in the first game, and he got 57 of 49 balls in the second game. What a good way to get your international career underway in the black, yellow, red stripe. He's averaging more than 77 runs. Is quite of a success story there. Trevor Bukenya bowling a mixed bag and is looking well.
Thank you very much, Innocent. You are given wonderful words about the Qatar president and all Qatar Cricket Association's teams. And already your president, Mr. Bashir, was told that the women's team also will be shortly will be arrive. So we will look after that also, inshallah. And till the end of all the overs, I request Mr. Innocent to continue. And this is 2 runs, batsman crossing over a second run. Excellent time between the wicket, both the batsmen. 2 runs will be added. 100 up for the Qatar. 101 for loss of now 5 wickets. So 105 for 101 for 5. Iqbal's captain was batting on Nell, and Kurram is batting on 3. So excellent experience for all the Uganda players, and upcoming tour they're playing in the April for a 2021 qualify, and after that they'll go for a Division B for a organizing the event as well. So very nice to hear to all these events coming up in the Uganda side. So over to Mr. Innocent, further overs.
Trevor Kenya is bowling very good lines, being backed up by the whole Ugandan fielders. Ugandans are thinking if they can get 1 wicket, maybe they'll be into the tail enders. And they know Qatar is fragile. The tail is a bit fragile, it's a bit soft. They want to hold on tight. They don't want to stop pulling the strings because they're thinking they have a chance here, chance to win, chance for victory. It's always important. If you believe things can go your way, and they're doing that in stellar fashion. Trevor Kenya doing the business with the ball. He's bowling it nicely, a mixed bag, pushing some, deceiving them with a slower ball, giving it a little air. It's floating away. And well, Uganda will be thinking, we wish we had gotten another 15 runs, make it 150, see how it goes. But well, they'll be happy with what they have on the board, and they'll be fighting that Trevor Kenya doesn't consider boundary in this last ball of his over. Here we go. What an over, what a ball, what an over from Trevor Kenya. He's piling on the pressure. He's a young man, but he's showing you that he knows his way around this straight as a pace bowler. He got some speed on him. Arguably the fastest on Uganda's tour here. And Trevor Kenya should be thinking that he'll be coming back to bowl another over. At the end of over number number 15. The score is 101 for 5. Trevor Kenya 3 overs, 2 wickets for 11. Stand out from the PS men, from the bowling arsenal that Uganda have used thus far. Deus Muhumuza will be continuing from the Grand Mall end. Here we go. Qatar need 34 runs from 5 overs. They need to be scoring 6.8 per over. That could get a little tricky if something like a wicket only maiden happens right now. They want to run. Henry Senyondo picking it up well from Fly Gully and hands into the keeper. There's no run. Iqbal Chaudhry, captain, out there in the middle on 0 of 1 ball, and Koram. The Gunners are piling pressure, and this pressure could yield results. Ugandans famed for their fielding. They'll be a little disappointed with the way they fielded. They didn't hold on to all the catches. And it's understandable. Sometimes things don't go your way because of the conditions you're playing in. Big swing. Who wants it? He takes it on the 3rd attempt. That's a big wicket for Uganda. They needed to pick a wicket. And well. They say when you ask for lemons, you get lemonade. Uganda did ask for the same. The fielder there, grabbing it on the 2nd attempt. The captain, Iqbal Chaudhry, goes without troubling the scores on the scoreboard, but he played out 3 balls, caught by Kenneth Waiswa of the bowling of Deus Muhumuza. In the deep, he hit it into the heavens. It had the height but couldn't travel the distance, 101 for 6. 15.3 overs to go. Ugandans are now thinking. They're thinking very hard and believing that maybe yes, maybe no. They're thinking maybe we are in the tail enders. Because they think, looking at Mr. Kuram as maybe the last batsman, and with batsman number 8 coming in, he looks to be like a good slug of the ball. Mr. Weish is a big hitter, and they're thinking if they can make him to make one or two quick mistakes, it could be swinging Uganda's way. 4 wickets to go, and another 34 runs for Qatar. Need 34 runs. Uganda need 4 wickets. Whichever way you look at it, the game is delicately poised. It's anyone's game. Whoever keeps it tight, keeps it close, keeps the basics moving, will triumph. That is a big shot for LBW. Umpire gives him. He's gone. He's gone. Big wicket for Uganda. 101 for 6. It becomes 101 for 7. They were 99 for 5. And they've moved this on to 101 for 7. Big wicket of Kuram. Kuram goes for just 3 runs of 8 balls. Kuram Shazad is the danger man gone. And Deosham Humuza, who bowls a mixed bag, cutters, pushes one, floats one, gives you a bump ball, and then the slower ball does the trick this time around. He was moving across his stumps. The umpire didn't hesitate. Even from the comms box here, we could see that he was plump out LBW. No mistakes from the umpire. I must say the umpire has been commendable. These guys are IC umpires. They have done a terrific job because this tournament is being, these bilateral series are being watched all over the world, and the ICC gives marks to the umpires and gradings, so they don't want to be doing too many mistakes in such gilt-edged tournaments where many things are at stake, like nations rankings. You know very well that nations rankings do come with more funding from the international board. 101 for 7. Qatar need 34 from 4.2 overs. Uganda need 3 wickets. Whose game is it? My guess is as good as yours. Some field changes. Gayan is joined by Awais. Gayan is joined by Awais. Yesterday's man of the match, Deus Muhumuza, who scored 53 and picked up 3 wickets for 31 runs in 8 overs, is doing the damage with the ball. He's bowling a mixed bag and asking the questions, several questions. Do we get the answers? There's one. I didn't pick it up first time. Slid. Move on to 102 for 7 from 16 overs. The crowd of Ugandan fielders rallying around Mr. Kenneth, Mr. Trevor Buchanan, telling him, your over is the decisive one. Give us one more good final effort. We need you to come good with the ball. It will do us a lot of good honors. 102 for 7. Qatar need 33 runs from 24 balls. Uganda need 3 wickets. Who takes it? My guess is as good as yours. Muhammad Awais Malik is in at the non-striker's end, and Gayan Bodika Munawera on strike. He flicks it hard in the air. Good job, guys, from the Ugandans. There was a chance for a catch. It wasn't. It was hit in no man's land. But when you're editing, since you call a manager, since the boss one, when we were boss, when you're editing. They're saying that you remove logos, that they're not saying anything with chair president. Well, game is 104 for 7, 16.1. It's a no ball. 2 more runs for Qatar. Pressure on the bowler, on the young bowler. Forgive us if our link is off temporarily. We'll be back on shortly. And it's a free hit. The game looked like Qatar were going one-way traffic when Koram Khan was still out there in the middle. Koram Khan and Zahiruddin Ibrahim, while they were still out there striking it like God sent. But a couple of wickets and Uganda continuing to believe. They made things a little darker, even if the lights here are very bright. You could even actually think it's day. You can think this is daylight, but it's night. But the Ugandans are making it a little darker for the batsmen out there. 7 down. This is the free hit. One run for Awais. Was that 206 for 7? It's getting warmer here in Doha, in the night of Doha. Changing the field setting. Kenneth Wise was sent to the ropes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 men out there down. They're running very hard. They won the second. Another run to the total. Another 3 balls left in the over. It's a very beautiful game of cricket to end the series. Whoever thought Uganda scored very few runs, 134. They're looking now like 200 on board because Qatar is well into the tail enders and they still need some more runs to go home to bag the victory and sweep the series. Swinging widely there. Muhammad. Muhammad Owais Malik. Swinging wildly there and missing everything. He's got just played out the 2 balls anyways. So he's not afraid to give his team some quick fire. Because they need runs on board. And it's all that matters. Whichever you get them. Good fielding there in the deep. 1 run to the total. They are inching ever close with every passing ball. It's about business, it's about quick hands, it's about good hands. I see Trevor should be on the money. $110 for 7. Qatar need 25 runs from 18 balls at 8.3 per over. It's getting interesting. It's going down to the wire. Unless Qatar can produce a magician to hit them out of the ground, like Frank Kangwasa did do for Uganda at the same stage of the game in the first innings. Pardon?
4-over finish yesterday's.
Pardon?
Yesterday man of the match 4-over finish.
Let me see.
Bowling runs to bowling runs. Remaining overs, bowlers. Bowlers, how many overs remaining? Bowlers.
Over number 18 coming up with 25 needed. Deus Muhumuza. Is it Deus? No, Charles Waiswa is coming through. Wicket taken. Good catch in the deep. Charles Waiswa strikes with the first ball. Who's gone? Gyan Burika Munawera is the man gone. 8 down for Qatar. Gyan is caught by Deus Muhumuza down in the deep of the bowling of Charles Waiswa. 5 runs of 7 balls. And the new batsman walking in is Nadeem Mohammed. He did very good work with the ball and he's got more work to do with the bat. with 25 runs needed of 17 balls. Look and see the partnerships of Qatar. But first and most, Zaharuddin Ibrahim got 44, Kamran Khan 23, Imal Liange 7, Mohammad Tanvir 13, Muhammad Rizlan 5, Koram Shazad 3, Iqbal Chaudhry, the captain, went for a duck. Muhammad Malik 2 runs, is still there in the middle. Gayan Munawera is the last man out. And in this match, organized by the Qatar Cricket Association, as well as the whole series have been organized by them. They've been showing all the games here live on Al Raza. We thank you. We've seen the hits reaching 5,000, 4,000 on some days. Watching this game, we thank you. Charles Waiswa looking to pick another wicket. Big swing there from Mohammad Owais Malik. 110 for 8. The Ugandans have turned on the screws and tightened their bolts. They want victory here. Nothing but victory. Here's Charles. What can he do? They hit that one very hard. They want a second run. They will desist from taking it because the Ugandan throws were right on the money. A new man in, Nadim, is coming through. They want two. They're running very hard. They'll only get one. The 3 of 14. Their teammates asking Charlie, come on Charlie, give us 2 balls and go away. Make them nice. Make them nice and right on through the money. Good hit. But we'll go straight to the man down there. There's good backup from the Ugandans. Charles Paiswa with the last ball. Not a very bad over from Charles Waiswa. Came to ball in the 25 from 18 balls. He's given away 4 runs in the over. It moves to 21 runs needed of 12 balls. Over number 19 will be given to yesterday's man of the match. Those ones are coming from the QCA offices, headquarters offices, and right in front of the comms box. I'm having a VIP view for this over. How lucky does one get in life? Not more than me. Qatar need 21 from 12 balls. Ugandans look like they have crawled back into this game like a magician, like a Russian magician in an invisible clock. He is those. His teammates tell him to fight. They run. They take one. The Ugandans are fighting to win. It's like a World Cup final for them because they need to earn some respect from the Qataris. Big hit. They take a second run. Big hit. It goes in the night sky. It's gone. Charles Waiswa holds on to dear life. It's wicket number 9. Deus Muhumuza celebrates with fists pumped up. It tells you the story of Uganda's cricket. These guys, they're powerful, they're energetic, they're fighting in the field. They keep throwing their bodies on the line. And wicket time, 116 for 9. Muhammad Nadeem is gone for 3 or 4 balls. The bowler is Deus Muhumuza. Taking the catch is Charles Waiswa. Batsman number 11 walks on, shaping. You can see Muhammad goes for 3. Musawa Shah is not out. On 0 is the last man in. Muhammad Malik is still there, 5 off 7. Can these two produce any big hits in their powers? Can they win something? Mr. Bashir Ansasira will be happy, will be delighted with what the Ugandan boys have done. I can see him whispering to Qatar Cricket Association President Mr. Al Yusuf Kouari, who's been a very fantastic host for the Ugandans here. Big swing and a miss. Last man is stumped. It's game, set and match. Qatar Cricket Association bowled out for 116. It's the end of the match. Uganda got 134. And they show that 134 is perfectly enough. Uganda winning by 18 runs. Taking the honors on the day. They celebrate. It's been a hell of an effort for the Ugandans. They will celebrate that they did go down in the series, but they did lose honorably. Quick summary there from the scorecard. Qatar managing to play out only 18.4 overs. They were moving at a very good run rate that could have won them the game, 6.21, but they ran out of resources because they were all out in 18.4 overs. Ugandans were gifted them 8 extras, but at the top, Zaharuddin Ibrahim with 44 managing to be the standout batsman, and the standout bowler Deus Muhumuza with the 5 in an 2020 international, 5 wickets for 13 runs in 3.4 overs. He's been bowling grenades, call it bombshells, to these guys. They have had hardly no idea what has struck them from Uganda's fighting spirit, because the Ugandans were looking like they could go down easily. But Brian Masaba getting 29 on his return to T20 internationals. Akakwasa Frank, 28 of 17. What a powerful knock. And skipper Arnold Otwani, 27 of 28, contributing from the start, the big boys together with the youngster. Chaudhry Iqbal, 4 for 12. What a good bowling spell. 2 for 41, Shahid Iqbal. 1 for 19, Malik Muhammad. Muwais Shah, Musafa Shah with 1 for 20. But it was all about Uganda with the ball, with Deus Muhumuza 5 for 13, 3.4. Bukenya Trevor Youngster 2 for 19, and Charles Waiswa 2 for 21. Ibrahim Zaharuddin 40 for 34. Kankuram 23 of 13, and Tamvir Muhammad with 13 of 15 balls. Uganda wins by 18 runs to end the series on a high. Points table shows you that Uganda won two and lost 2, 4 points, and Qatar have won 2 and lost 2 over the series between the two nations in the 2 times they visited each other. So the series a little bit drawn there. Over the 2 times Ugandans have visited the rich nation in the Middle East here. Look at the scorecard there, telling you a little bit about the whole storyline, and that is it. Match summary showing you that Uganda got 134 for 6 after being stuck in by Chaudhry Iqbal, and then Qatar could only get 116 all out in 18.4 overs. Summaries there. Al-Raza Photography doing the trick here with super graphics, super visuals, HD picture for you guys back at home who've been watching on Al-Raza Photography and on the YouTube channel, as Uganda won the third T20 International and the 5th match of the series by 18 runs. What a game it has been. Super nice. I've been your commentator, Innocent Ndaula.
Yes, about the prize distribution ceremony, closing ceremony is going after 15 minutes.
You want to show it? You can stay hooked onto your channels. The prize giving ceremony will be happening in a few minutes time after the teams have packed their bags and warmed up.